Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the UK government has been on the lookout to take actions against Chelsea Football Club Russian owner, Roman Abramovich, because he is perceived to be one of the oligarchs close to Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, and indirectly have a hand in the current unrest in Ukraine perpetrated by Russia. In a press statement released on March 2, 2022, the Russian billionaire and Chelsea's owner decided that he would place the club on sale for at least $2 billion. And have all of the proceedings donated to support the Ukrainian victimized citizens to prove he has no hands in his country's forceful action on the country. In further support for Ukraine, the UK government publicly made a counteraction on March 10, 2022, to Abramovich's decision to place Chelsea FC on sale with sanctions to prevent him from profiting from selling the club. The sanctions include a freeze of his assets, business transactions with UK individuals and businesses, denials, transport sanctions, and a travel ban. The sanctions on the 55-year-old have not only affected him, but it has also brought immediate sanctions on Chelsea Football Club. The UK government has banned the football club from 1. Selling their shop merchandise, jerseys, to fans. Merchandise in stock can only be sold through third-party stores and sites. 2. Renewing contracts of players and staff. This is likely to affect the likes of Azpilicueta, Rudiger, and Christensen, whose deals are expected to end by June 30. 3. Signing new players to the club, women's team inclusive. 4. Carrying out any stadium development project. 5. Selling new tickets for their games. 6. Spending more than £200,000 on each of their subsequent away matches, and also budgeting to spend over £500,000 on security, catering, and stewarding costs for subsequent home matches. For now, the club is only allowed to 1. Continue with their matches in all competitions. 2. Keep receiving broadcast funds. 3. Allow season ticket owners to continue to come to watch their games. And finally, continue with players and staff wages payments. These announcements were made known by Nadine Dorries, the UK Minister for Sport and Culture. A few hours after the public announcement of the sanctions imposed on the club, the football club released an official statement in response to their current challenges. The club stated that they would proceed with their men's and women's team Premier League fixture against Norwich and West Ham respectively that was scheduled to hold that evening, 10th March. They further aired their intention to meet with the UK government as regards appealing to ensure that the club licence returns to a normal state as fast as it can be. The possible effects of these sanctions on the Chelsea Foundation would also be tabled by the club when they meet with the UK government. On the other end of this issue, the English football club jersey sponsor, Three Telecommunications Company, has decided to place their 3-year deal with the club that commenced on January 2020 under review. This is for no other reason than the immediate sanctions placed on the club by the British government. It is also a concern that the club would not be able to generate its usual revenue as soon as the sanctions were pronounced. This would also in a way affect fans and supporters of the club. For instance, fans that have planned to purchase tickets for the club's upcoming Premier League fixtures would not be able to achieve that goal. Also, the usual golden experience of purchasing Chelsea's merchandise from their club shop at Stamford Bridge would be nowhere to be found as long as the sanctions remain effective. In further response to the UK government's sanctions on Chelsea, Brentford has discontinued the sales of tickets for their away game against the West London club scheduled for April 2 at Stamford Bridge. The club said they have to immediately take this action to get clarity from the Premier League authorities as regards the issue. Since Brentford has decided to take this action, it's sure that other clubs in the Premier League would follow suit. In the UK's Prime Minister, Boris Johnson's response to Chelsea's current ordeal, he said that the sanction is one of the latest steps to show that the United Kingdom would in no way support anyone suspected to be an ally with the Russian government's invasion of Ukraine. Now to the cause of this issue. How is the UK government certain that Roman Abramovich is really close to Russian President Vladimir Putin? According to the British government, the Chelsea Football Club owner and billionaire, Roman Abramovich, is said to be a Russian oligarch that has received preferential treatment from the Russian government and said to have been in a close relationship with the former Russian president before Putin, Boris Yeltsin, similarly as he is to Vladimir Putin. A fact that seems undisputable among all is Abramovich being a major shareholder of a Russian steel production and mining company named Urvaz plc that is likely suspected to have been supplying the Russian army with steel utilized for building their armor tanks and other weapons for invasion of Ukraine. Abramovich is currently involved with the successful affairs of this steel company to a large extent, and that alone gives the British government undoubting proof that the Chelsea Football Club owner is close to Putin and has a hand in the current unrest in Ukraine that is being masterminded by his native country, Russia.